she said. I got my hands up, shaking just to let you know that you've got a higher power. Got me singing every second.
It's Dr. Chuck. ACDC. It's been a little over a month. We've had a staff meeting. We've had some employee appreciation. It's been a good month, but it's been a difficult week. I'll go through that in a second, but I'm gonna go over three things. One is some of those employees that have left recently in the last week. We've had 4. I'll go through that real quick. We're gonna go over scheduling around my knee, which I hate, but we're gonna go over that. And then also, what do we do about patients who are late? So we'll kind of go through that real quick. So first of all, we have lost 4 employees since in the last week. Our 2 trainees that we've trained from scratch, Emma and Ryan, both adorable people inside and out, have both gone as of today. Ryan gave me her notice today, and for personal reasons. She wouldn't want to work for any other orthodontist, as she said, but her life has changed recently, and it's going a different direction, and I talked her through things, and we both felt good about it. She gave me her 2-week notice today, and we just decided to call it quits today, just because her life is crazy right now. And Emma, as we talked through in Richmond, Newcastle, you know, I was going to let her go on Thursday, and through our conversation, it was good. You know, she gave me some good feedback, good information that hopefully is going to help us train better. And I think throughout the course of my career, training has always been an issue. And I know training both of those people has taken time and effort from you guys. And from Stu and I's standpoint, we take a risk, and you know, we hope that at the end of dumping, even though we weren't paying them a high hourly rate, we're training them. We are paying them to train them, and we want it to work out. It's not a good return on our investment if it doesn't work out. So yeah, we're not very happy that it didn't work out. And we hoped it worked out better, but it didn't. And we're going to go on from that and maybe learn from that in the training process and work through that. It was Madison's last day today. A lot of personal stuff there too, and I hate it for Madison. And I, quite frankly, you know, I think Stu and I both really wanted that to work out, but her life has changed, and she's got a lot going on right now. Kylie, the last one. You know, there may be some disagreements there, but generally speaking, I'm going to go back to my original ACDCs almost 2 years ago. Punctuality and attendance are really important. You know, whether you're 2 days a week or you're full time, you know, you're being here at all and being here on time are both really important. And ultimately, whether you're missing 3 days, whatever it's for, in a week, and 3 out of 4 days, it makes it tough to serve our patients, which is something every single ACDC I've talked about, is how do we best serve our patients. So we need you here to serve our patients, and that's the way it is. So, you know, so those 4 being done, we're gonna move on, and I hate it, but you know, life does go on, and we'll survive. But the next thing, and we just want to quickly go over when a patient's late. There's 2 ways a patient can be late. One is for the new patient process. It's a little different, maybe arguably. It's a little different if in the clinic, and we have processes in place to have a late fee or whatever. But from the clinical standpoint, first of all, I'm gonna go over the new patient lateness, right? If we have a new patient that's late, first of all, I think part of what really came out of that staff meeting a couple weeks ago helped us start looking at that new patient process, the new patient phone call, the follow-up, the importance of that appointment, set the treatment coordinators up for success, so that when those treatment coordinators get them, we can maximize what we do there, which is the treatment coordinator's main job responsibility is to facilitate that patient doing the treatment that we recommend, right? And so we're going to try to work on that process. I'm very happy with that, and I think we'll make some headway there. But when it comes to a new patient being late, if they're half an hour late, first of all, you say, look, you're half an hour late. We're not going to be able to get everything done. But you can still get records. You can still do something. If they're 15 minutes late, you can still do something. You can still go do the records, say, hey, look, we're not going to be able to get it all done, and you still have an hour with that patient. So, take advantage of what you have. And I said this a couple of times this week. One of my sayings is, why do tomorrow what you can get done today? Okay? We'll handle the whole late fee and all that stuff. We'll figure that out. When it comes to the clinic, I do get a little upset when I see how frustrated you guys in the clinic get when somebody's late and we're still seeing them. Let us worry about the late fee and all that stuff. You know what? If you have an hour and 20 minutes to do sevens or whatever you're supposed to do in an hour or hour and 20 minutes, patient shows up 25 minutes late. Let the front desk worry about whatever fees involved with that. Your job is to serve that patient that day to the best of your ability. If we can tell them, hey, look, we're not going to get everything done today, but we're gonna get as much done as we can, you can still do something on that patient. So again, I go back to it. Serving the patient literally means the patient is here and you are here. Serving somebody else means that you're below them, you're not above them. We're there to do whatever we can to serve them that day, not the next day. Now, granted, there's times where a conversation happens over the phone. Kimmy had one today with a patient who I adore, Dana, and she was going to be late. We weren't going to be able to do what we need to get done. And you walk them through that, and they come in another day. But for the clinic, I get frustrated sometimes when we get so upset about a patient coming in late when we're not there at 1:40 to see that patient after lunch, or you're not there at 8 o'clock to see that patient is there at 8 o'clock. I see all the time after lunch, we bring them back on the computer, but we don't bring them back in the clinic. We get them back at 1:50, 1:55, and they had an appointment at 1:40. So, it goes both ways, and I think it's important that we kind of think about that it does go both ways, and that we're here to serve them. Do whatever we can in the time that we have with them, and do it with a smile on your face, not because you're frustrated at them or whatever. Yeah, we'll figure it out. If there's chronic offenders of being late, we're gonna address that. So let us work on that. But my thing is serve that patient to the best of your abilities that day. Doesn't matter if they're 25 minutes late for an hour appointment. We're gonna see them. And if you have a problem with that, come in and talk to me about it. Stu and I have talked about it. It's something that we feel strongly about. Third thing, real quick, and I hate it, guys. Speaking of being late, not being there, I have no choice but to have this knee replaced. I wanted to not do it, but obviously it's going to put you guys out, and so you maybe feel a little bit of it on the other side. It's hard, but I will take whatever employees want to work in whatever office we're open. I'm going to put the schedule up after I'm done here. Put the schedule up so you see it. But wherever we are on those 2 weeks when I'm out, you guys are welcome to come and see patients with me, or with Stu, not with me. I will be recovering. But we're going to try to serve our patients to the best of our abilities that 2 weeks that I'm off, 3 weeks really, because there's that whole week that Stu and I were already going to be out. And that's, again, a time for us to sharpen the saw and get better during those times off. But if you can serve patients in the offices that we're at, I need you to kind of come to us and make sure we have the schedule right so that you're there helping us. I got a lot of people coming over to Fishers when they wouldn't normally be here. I got some people going to Richmond and Newcastle. They wouldn't normally go there. I also want to up that added bonus. I think you get 250 HubBucks points. I want to raise that at least to 300, so that's $30 to go to an office that you're not normally at. So anyways, that's a lot in one little episode, under 10 minutes, but I appreciate each one of you guys, and Dr. Chuck out.
Oh yeah, you've got you really saw.